Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Zach and JR here, and we got some new bows in from PSE. We've done some separate videos on them, but we want to do a comparison.
Right.
So we got in the new PSE Evolve 30 and the Mach 30. So the difference in these bows, the Evolve 30 is your aluminum bow, the Mach 30 is going to be your carbon bow. So we had some questions from some of our other videos. How do they compare? How do they shoot? Right. What's the difference in them aside from them being carbon bows? So today we're going to actually shoot them both side by side and give you an idea of what they feel like, what speeds they're putting up. We're actually going to put a 450 grain arrow through both of them at 29 inches. So I'll start right here. We've got the Mach 30. This is the bow that I'm shooting this year. I've really enjoyed shooting it. It's been a great bow. It holds really, really well. It shoots really good. Yeah, I know you've messed with it a little bit.
Yes.
You've got one coming as well.
I do.
Which is going to look really, really good. It's the Cryptek version, which is super clean looking. But for a 30-inch bow, this bow shoots incredibly well. And I spent quite a bit of time behind it already, had some success with it, and enjoyed shooting it. But specs for this bow is, like we said, it's a 30-inch ATA. I think IBO on these both is 338.
I believe the Evolve is different.
Is a little bit different.
I think it is.
Yeah, I think the Mach 30 is 338. It's got a 6-inch brace height. This bow is at 70 pounds on the dot. We're shooting them both at 90%. And again, with this being the carbon version, it is a little bit lighter. If you look at it, it's just a clean looking bow, yeah. I think. I've got the charcoal version. Like I said, JR's got the Cryptek version coming, which is probably one of the slickest looking colors, I think.
Definitely my opinion.
Yeah, it's mean looking. But I spent some good time behind this, and we took it out. Now, we were actually shooting me, JR, and Cody. We spent some time outside when I first got it, and right out of the box, this bow shot like, for a short bow, just incredibly accurate. Holds really good, really stable. It feels like a very forgiving platform with it being such a short axle-to-axle bow. I don't know why exactly it is, the engineering with it, but it is just a very smooth shooting bow because I've had the Levitate, you've had a Levitate, we've had the Mach 34s, but this one even feels a bit more forgiving than bows. The Levitate was a bit torquey for me. You really had to be conscious of hand placement whenever you shot the bow. With this one, it just feels like it's just a little bit easier for me to shoot. So awesome bow, right out of the gate. I love it. JR, we've got the aluminum version, yes, which is basically the same bow, just aluminum.
There is some slight differences in it. So I'm pretty sure the IBO on that, or the ATA on it, is 337. So I think it's a foot slower. But one thing with this is the brace height is an 1/8 inch longer. So this is a 6 1/8 brace height. This is also going to be 70 pounds. We got it set for 29 inches and on 90%. It is going to be a little bit heavier on it, obviously. But other than that, really not much difference. One thing I really do love about the Evolve DS is they have that fullering on the front of the riser right here. So right. I just really love that for when I'm indexing my fingers for my shot or for my grip and everything.
I do like the grip on the Evolve as well. It's nice, it's thin, it's low profile, it's got that rubber on it. It feels really, really good in the hand.
Yeah, it's a great feeling bow. Like I was really tempted to honestly want to get one of these instead, but I just love a carbon bow too much. So
fancy.
Yes.
Carbon guys.
All right. Yeah, so you want to get
let's see what the weights are on them. So both these bows are stripped down bare bows. And like we said, we're going to shoot them both at 90%. These both come with the EC2 cam on them. So the cam on these bows is very smooth all the way through the draw cycle. Just a good feeling draw cycle from beginning to end, in my opinion.
Yes. With
the EC2 cam versus an S2 cam or, you know, an E2 cam.
Yeah.
So this bow with a whisker biscuit comes in 4.2 pounds. Let's see what the aluminum version
I'm pretty sure the dry weight on the Evolve was 4.4, so it's probably gonna be a little bit heavier. Sitting right around 4.9. I just peaked at 5.1.
So 4.2 pounds.
About a pound difference.
Yeah, about a pound difference in these bows, which can be significant. Yeah. Some people like a little bit heavier bow though as well, because typically a little bit heavier platform holds a little bit better, right. Is a little bit steadier at full draw. So we'll see. What else you got, JR? Anything else we need to dive into before we start shooting these things?
So I mean, really just the biggest difference is you got a couple different options for the Evolve. So you have that the upper stabilizer bushing if you want to throw a stabilizer up there, otherwise you just have the one on the bottom. And then you pick them out, you can do 2 different settings on that one. That one, right. the carbon doesn't have that, yeah. So other than that though, yeah, it's that's really the only really big difference on them.
Yeah.
It's just really that riser.
It is. The colors on these bows is awesome as well. I think PSE always does a good job on all their patterns as well as their solid colors. They're just super clean. The finishes are always really, really good.
Yes.
And the new thing, the thing that really sets these off, I like, is the gold that's in them with the charcoal. I think it looks really, really good.
Yeah. Very sharp.
Joey's took some pictures of these bows, and the pictures turned out phenomenal. Like I said, they're just sharp looking bows. So what we're gonna do now is we've got an Easton Axis 4mm right here. It's got the 55 grain titanium outsert on it with the match grade 100 grain field point with our Extreme Outfitters wraps and some tack vanes on the back. Comes in at right at 448 grains. We're gonna shoot this through both of them and see if there's any speed difference in them. Give you guys a feel for them, comparison, and see, you know, who would go with what? Why go with the carbon bow over aluminum bow? So give you guys a little bit more feedback on that in just a second. But before we do that, we're actually going to put it through our new chronograph that we've had a little bit. We haven't played with it much. Somebody called us out in the other video. They're like, you guys got this new chronograph and you're not even using it. And yeah, we are using it now. So it's a pretty cool, it's very compact. It's nice versus the big bulky thing that we had. And it holds a charge a lot longer, so we're not constantly having to plug this thing in.
And you don't have to worry about shooting through a certain window to make sure you're getting a good speed forward. So it's just technology, man. It's definitely increasing.
Yeah, tiny. The only thing is you do have to be between 5 and 15 inches above the actual chronograph itself. And it's super easy to set up too. It's pretty neat. So there's only a handful of buttons, so you can't really get it wrong. Right. You turn it on, go to new session, hit OK. You select what you're actually going to be shooting through it. So you've got rifle, pistol, bow, air rifle, or other. Obviously, we're going to be shooting a bow through it, so we're going to hit OK. It tells you the alignment. 5 to 15 inches is kind of your threshold. And then you'll hit OK one more time. And then all you do is set it up and start shooting. So you need to be roughly 4 to 5 yards from the chronograph, I think, for it to read. So we're going to go ahead and set this thing up.
Yeah. We've been playing with it, like sitting it right about there to our target. And if we're standing about here, it's pretty good.
All right. Cool. So like I said, these are both at 29 inches. Let's just confirm the poundage so somebody can critique it for not being 70 on the dot. I don't remember. It's some elk dude that constantly has something to say. He'll say something on this video too. Look for him in the comments. All right, so this bow came in overall weight at 4.2 pounds. $70.6 pounds with 3.9 holding weight.
That's awesome.
Pretty much on the dot, but not for whatever his name is in the comments. It's not going to be good enough. But be all right. 70.6 pounds, 29 inches on an EC2 cam at 90%. 90% is not my favorite.
It's not mine either. I'd rather be 85.
All day long. Yeah. I think right there, as you see, I had to let it down. You kind of got to punch it down. It just kind of dumps a little bit more than I'd like. Yeah. So I typically shoot my bows at 85% as well. So let's see. So let's put this thing through, see what kind of speeds we're getting. Look good? Mm-hmm. 286.
Not bad.
So that's at 90%. And like I said, as you can see, I'm going to shoot this bow one more time. The draw cycle on this with this EC2 cam is incredibly smooth. Like even at 90%, but I mean, you can rip this thing back.
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem quite as torquey as what the Levitate did to me. I mean, it holds really, really well. Good. Mm-hmm.
290.
290, yeah. So mid 280s, right at that 290.
Yeah, that's money, dude. It's money.
I mean, that's cruising.
Yeah.
450 grains? No. Okay. Let you shoot it, but.
Yeah, let's see what this guy's pulling.
Yeah, this bow feels really, really good. And I'll let you shoot this one, and I'm going to shoot that one next, too.
All right. So now we're on to the Evolve. Let's see what this is pulling.
Yeah, smooth.
Go down. 69.6. I didn't see what it was holding. It was 5 something. All right. Let's see what this guy does.
Right there. So 69.6 pounds. Same cam. Yeah. I mean, but it's got a little bit different brace height on this bow.
Yeah, 1/8 inch longer.
Yeah. Looks good. 288.
This is very dead.
Very quiet.
Yeah. Yeah, only thing I really heard was the tags slapping on the riser.
Yeah, that's really about it. I think that is a little bit quieter sounding than the carbon bow. It's fast, man. 29 inches, 450 grains, 288 feet per second. .287, very consistent.
Yep.
So these bows are all like tit for tat. They're right there together.
Yeah.
I mean, whichever one you go with, you're going to be getting pretty much the same speeds out of it. It's just, do you want a lighter platform? Let me shoot this one real quick too. I want to compare the. I mean, you can definitely feel the weight difference though.
Yes, you can.
I mean,
like, it's only a pound, but it's crazy.
It is noticeable when it's such a small platform.
Yeah, I mean, the only other thing really too is if you're looking for if you're gonna be hunting in more colder weather and you want to have the riser that's gonna be a little bit more neutral for the cold. Other than that, though.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think it's really individual based. I've shot aluminum bows majority. I've pretty much always shot aluminum bows. I went to the Levitate last year, first real carbon bow that I've really ever owned. Enjoyed shooting it, and then went to this. But I do notice with the carbon bows, when there's a little bit of wind, especially the lighter bows, they want to, for me, it tends to want to float more.
Yeah, it does.
So you can add a little bit of weight to it, but it almost seems like it defeats the purpose. But
yeah.
Let's see, let's compare these.
So maybe take a step towards me.
I'm just gonna put it in this. I'm not shooting through the chronograph. Yeah, you can definitely feel the weight. It holds really, really well though. This, I feel like this bow's a little bit quieter.
I think it's just with the carbon versus aluminum, it's got a little bit more of a
This dampens
a different
the
note
noise.
to it. It's just a different note to it.
It does, but you can definitely.
You can tell the difference.
Oh, there's definitely a difference. Shoot that and see what you think. But it is a good, I mean, it's a good feeling bow. And the cool thing about the PSEs that I'm a big fan of too is they're easy. I know we preach on it all the time, is their easy 220 shim system. It's so easy to shim these bows and so fast when it comes to tuning.
Yeah, this actually does feel like it has maybe just a slight bit of hand shock to it.
Compared to the aluminum, yeah. Just enough to notice it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But once you throw all your stuff on there, all your accessories and a stabilizer,
I can assure you there's
it'd be gone.
Yes.
Yeah, it'd be all gone. Yeah, that's.
I mean, you can rip these bows back.
Yeah.
That's quiet. I mean, they're close. Very, very close. But yeah, the tunability of these bows is another thing that we really, really enjoy. I mean, it's just so easy to take that cam and counter that tear by just pulling those shims out and swapping them over.
Yeah, and it's not just like one shim setting. You have
there's a bunch.
There's 4 different shims that you can run into it.
Yeah, the whole goal, it's got to equal 220.
Yep.
So make sure you do keep that in mind. But yeah, great bows. They tune really, really well. They shoot really, really well. I'm really excited for the 33 in the Evolve.
Yes.
We have not had one of those in yet. The little bit longer ATA has been very, very popular. But for a 30-inch bow, you really got some great options from PSE this year. Whether you go carbon, you want something a little bit lighter. You go aluminum, you want something that's a little bit more in that price point, affordability, or a little bit, you know, you like a little bit heavier bow. The aluminum version's a great option.
Yes, it is.
So PSE has, again, done a phenomenal job with their bows. There's just a lot of options with them. I know they've got some new accessories that they're getting ready to come out with too.
Correct.
That we have not got yet. I did get their stabilizer that's on my Mach 30, which I'm a big fan of, but we're waiting for all that stuff to be released. And we will have a bunch of different color options for these. We've already got some for the Mach 30. We've got that Cryptek. We've got Mossy Oak, or Mossy Bottom.
Yeah, mossy bottom
is what it's being referred to here, which are super good looking, and then charcoal. And then we've got all the different colors coming for the Evolves as well. So if you're looking for a 30-inch bow, the Mach 30, the Evolve 30 from PSE are killer choices.
They are. That's it.
You excited for yours?
I am.
So JR's will hopefully be here sooner than later. I know it's going to be, because you've got a Mach 34.
I did.
Oh, had a Mach 34, Levitate, and now the Mach 30. So if there's anyone that's tried all of the carbon bows from PSE, it will be JR here.
Yep.
So great bows, killer options. PSA's got a lot of great stuff currently released, and I know there's some new stuff that I think is also bow-wise that is coming out.
There will be more stuff coming.
So Yes, can't say enough good things about PSE. A lot of great options this year, a lot of good ATA options from all the different brands. So if you're looking to shoot any of the new bows, make sure you head into our shop here at Extreme Outfitters in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Also, head over to our website for all of your archery, outdoor, and hunting needs. We've got huge inventory on the way, lots of new products, all of the new products. So if there's anything we can help you with, feel free to reach out to us, give us a call here at the shop. You can always shoot us a message on any of our social channels, which I highly encourage you to follow, because we just actually gave away, or in the process of giving this away, we've already chosen a winner. By the time this video is released, we'll be giving away a lot more bows this year with some killer other giveaways that are going to be pretty huge. So make sure you're following our social channels, head over to our website, sign up for our newsletter, and
we'll be at TAC at Seven Springs.
we will be at TAC this year, shooting some different bows.
Yep. I will be shooting this more than likely.
Will you?
I think I'm gonna take the
I
Mach
think
3.
I'm going to build a TAC specific bow.
I'm gonna take the Mach 3.
So we'll see, I'm sure.
I'll take a couple bows.
He'll probably have a handful of bows. Don't let him fool you.
Yeah. But look forward to that as well. That'd be a great time.
Yeah, we're looking forward to being there. So as always, we really appreciate you guys following along, checking us out. If you have any questions, like I said, drop a comment in the comment box below. We'll do our best to answer. Yeah, anything else, give us some feedback. We love hearing from you guys, and we will see you guys in the next video.